All right. I've said this before. I said it in the book, and I guess I can't say it enough because, man, oh man, I just listened to some shop calls again yesterday on some really classy four-star, four-diamond facilities, people that ought to know better. And I'm listening to the shop calls. It's sales office people, and it's all about, ready, rates, dates, space. We are so indoctrinated in the hotel world, in a lot of businesses, to get right to the chase. Rates, dates, space. I was listening to shopping calls of women calling up, talking about the once in a lifetime experience of getting married, at least hopefully once in a lifetime. And they wanted to talk about their wedding reception. And the catering individuals at these four-star, four-diamond places, this one happened to be a resort, was all about rates, dates, space. I mean, come on, people, get personal. This is all about a once in a lifetime experience for this woman. Let's have fun with it. Let's talk about how cool this is going to be. How let's just we're going to make it once in a lifetime. You won't be disappointed in us, kind of a thing. In fact, you're going to be thoroughly impressed. We totally get it. We totally understand. And what is a home run for you? I mean, what is your vision of how great this is going to be? And our mission is to make it better. So man, oh man, oh man, this is not a woman's wedding reception. This is a woman who's going to have a wedding reception, who's going to talk about it to how many people, and how many people are attending this reception, 300 or so, and these people running away saying, man, oh man, these guys are phenomenal. And if they can handle a wedding reception like this, they certainly can handle my convention. They can certainly handle my business meetings. So please, 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 people, let's whack a few people on the side of the head. It ain't a parlor meeting and 4 room nights. It's a parlor meeting and 4 room nights times 23 times that they're going to do it over the next 5 years. What is the value of this client over the course of a lifetime? Before I get into this, I think I've got a minute or so that I can do this. I've written on the blog. In fact, I made a mistake. I wrote the same blog subject 2 weeks in a row, but entirely different blogs, even though it's the same subject. It's how to steal business and make them loyal. And the second blog I wrote was really what compelled me to write it. Was I was reading an article either Sunday or Monday about this top dog at a major company, a major hotel company out there that has about 10 different flags, very well known. And this guy's talking all about how people that are normally staying in 4-star, 5-star hotels are trading down to 3, 3.5 stars due to their budgets. Okay, companies are making them trade down. Personal budgets are slim, so they're trading down in product. And here was their opportunity now to gain new guests. And his whole focus was on their loyalty program and how they were going to be able to hang on to these loyalty, or how they're going to drive loyalty through their frequency program. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. Buddy, get a clue. What do you think? We're stupid? I mean, everyone has a loyalty program. Road warriors know this, and they usually join competing loyalty programs. So if you think you're going to drive loyalty through buying the business that way and only way, you're grossly mistaken. And what's going to happen here is about a year from now, a year and a half from now, you're going to read a story that this guy's business is way down if he still has the job. Why? Well, the price of gas went up, and we're slammed with more inventory in the market than was supposed to happen. The markets haven't rebounded. La 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 as to why our business is off. And the reason is because right now they're relying solely on their frequency program to convince people to stay in their inns. And here they are trading down. We're going to hang on to it because of the frequency program. Get a clue, buddy. They belong to about 8 frequency programs, all of them. And they join yours for their personal benefits, but you can't stop there. You have to do the things I just mentioned. You've got to care more. You've got to do more. A lot of this is training. A lot of this is communication. All right? For those of you that were in the first webinar I did, and I think most of you were not on the call today, so I'll do this real quick. Value equals delivery divided by expectation. This is a value formula. This is how a consumer calculates value at your inn. So if their expectation is a 5 on a scale of 0 to 10, and it is, by the way, because they've never stayed with you before, they're calling you up, they're emailing you, they're hitting your website. For the first time, they're assuming they're going to get a 5. They're hoping they'll get a 5, an average experience, because that's the experience I get in America. And instead, you deliver a 9. 9/5 is 1 4/5. That's a good number. You over-delivered. You exceeded their expectations. That's a good thing. But on their next stay, what are they expecting? If you delivered a 9, got it. They're expecting a 9. So how do you make it 9.5? How do you make it 9.75? And that's why this culture thing is always evolving in your building. You're always asking your employees and yourself, how do we get better? Okay? And you're asking your guest. That's the best person to ask. But let's go to the next slide. And I think I used the term buy the relationship earlier. And I said it was a mistake for this brand to do it because that's all they were doing. But let me give you something that I did years and years ago. Sears was looking to do a bunch of training out in the Chicago area. And I was a director of sales of the worst physical plant hotel of the 6 that they were actually touring. And they made me last. And I know why they made me last, because they, A, probably didn't take me seriously, and B, they knew I'd probably be the cheapest, and I was simply a price buy. And I don't think Sears was into price buying. I think they were into looking for total value. My competition, Hyatt, Stouffer's at the time, Marriott, Sheraton, and another independent. And then there was me. I was a Holiday Inn. And it became apparent in sitting down and looking at this person's needs, we could not handle their needs. So what we did was we said, listen, here's what we want to do. We want to construct the 8 new small meeting rooms you say you need. They were sleeping room sized breakout rooms that they needed. We were willing to convert sleeping rooms into parlor meeting rooms. They were going to be Murphy bedrooms. And this was a pretty cool unit. Came out of the wall, became a bedroom at night if they needed it, but it was also a meeting room during the day, and it wasn't apparent that this was a bed in the wall. It was flush with the wall. It was well done. And guess who we bought the furniture from? You guessed it, Sears. We invested about $250,000 of our money to make a couple $1,000,000 back over the next few years from Sears. Now, some might say, oh, that might be a break-even proposition, net. But the bottom line was, when Sears wasn't in the building, we rented those meeting rooms left and right. In fact, that hotel's still using that meeting space. So when I say buy the relationship, if you can use their product and or service, obviously do so. And make a big deal out of it. And I made a big deal out of it with Sears. I said, look, we're not the best physical plant, but we'll be the newest and best for your needs after we buy your stuff. So when that meeting planner went back to her building and told her superiors that, listen, I got a great offer from this Holiday Inn. Not only did they give us a good deal price value wise, but they're also going to invest $250,000 in us to give us terrific meeting space. Guess who got the deal? We did. So wherever you can buy their stuff, obviously do so.